I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch. All right. We have DJ Nick up on the stream tonight again.
Yes, sir. Bobber.
Nick says, for this stream, I thought I'd focus on one of my top 5 poet lyricists of all time, Jim Morrison from The Doors. His nickname is the Lizard King. You guys have reacted to a few Doors songs in the past, including my personal favorite, The End. But now I'm going to introduce you to some other lyrically deep songs Jim penned in his tragically short life. The last 2 songs are lyrically deep songs the last 2 songs are actually singing spoken words, combined and spoken word put to music. Oh, cool. Cool was my my reaction to that sentence. Keep in mind, Jim is a I'm so sorry. Keep in mind, Jim is a poet first, so a lot of his lyrics are figurative and metaphorical. I highly recommend you guys read his collections of poetry. I suggest The Lords and the New Creatures and the collected works of Jim Morrison. First up on the list is The Doors' L.A. Woman. No, L.A. Woman. It says
L.A. Woman, right?
Yeah, there was a space in between, so it looked like a woman. So, babe, I'm so sorry.
I'm sure you are. All right. Hello. River Roth in the house. Excellent. The first song up from The Doors is L.A. Women or Woman?
Woman.
Hey, there he is. There's DJ Nick. DJ Nick in the house. Okay, there's the big homie. That was the Doors.
And very enjoyable, I might add. Hey, wait a minute.
That's a badass name. The Doors.
Yes.
I think that's it's just a really badass name because you never saw the movie, but
No.
I forgot the name of the movie. But basically, she was a teacher and she was telling her students that the term cellar door was the most beautiful, the two most beautiful words in the English language. Cellar door.
It maybe is, but how could we?
So anyway, the Doors. That just sounds cool, like doors. Plus, it's very, mysterious. It could be about your options. Door number 1 or door number 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just a badass name
Yep.
for... This interview was probably one of the best interviews we've had is when I did the Jim Morrison.
I know. That was a really good one.
A lot of people were saying that the John Lennon interview was the best one.
But this one by far was the most interesting.
By far. We do have Jimi Hendrix scheduled next week, so you never know.
Stick around.
Before we really get into it,
Yeah. Well.
you know where he says Mr. Mojo Rising?
Yeah.
Check this
Did
out.
you think of DJ?
It's an anagram of Jim Morrison.
Oh, wait. Mr. Jim Morrison?
No, Mr. Mojo Rising
Yeah.
is an anagram of Jim Morrison. You just
Really?
rearrange the letters and you can get Mr. Mojo Rising.
Oh.
Anyway, I thought that was brilliant writing. Okay, what was your thought process about this song? You said you enjoyed it very much.
I did. Well, just like that style of music, I've said this before, but it makes me want to go to that time and just be a part of it.
Oh, that's why you were Googling 1971 LA
Yeah,
Bungalow?
well, you know why? Because I thought a bungalow was like, like how I don't know what it basically was like a tent. It was like a big tent that like hippies would like live in. And I thought that's what it was. I thought it was like, I thought it was a bungalow, but I guess it's not. Doesn't a bungalow even sound like, it doesn't even sound like it'd be an actual house.
What is it though?
Well, I just looked up 1971 LA Hollywood bungalow. It's just it looks like these little small houses. Here's an Edinburgh.
But that must have cost like millions of dollars.
Yeah, in LA.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right, exactly. So yeah, I just want to know what that kind of looked like. And I thought this was interesting that I've never seen done in a song before was when he said, Motel Money, Murder Madness. Let's change the mood from glad to sadness. So he had that rhyming, and then as soon as he ended sadness, the tempo changed, and that's when you're like, yo, a tempo change. Mm-hmm. So it's just interesting that he was like, he was forcing us to go on like a little, whoop, now we're going to change it to sadness. Although I didn't feel really sad when he was playing it, and maybe that's because lyrically there was nothing sad going on.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't feel sad when he did that. Then he went into the Mr. Mojo Rising part and stuff. So
before you heard that it was an anagram for Jim Morrison, what did you think Mr. Mojo Rising was about?
Okay, I've heard the word mojo used as like it's like your coolness, like their mojo, their swag.
They mojo, yeah.
Yeah, so I figured he was just bringing that up. Did he coin
that term?
I don't know.
That would be really interesting if he coined that term.
He might have. Yeah. We have a stream coming for Mojo soon. DJ Mojo.
Oh, DJ Mojo.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, there was a guy that we used to hang out with. I don't think it matters. His last name was Boldick, and so he'd be like, "I'm just gonna put on the Boldick charm," and I guess that was like his mojo,
Did it work?
Not with me.
Sorry.
Not
Boldick.
sorry.
Your charm didn't work.
No, it didn't. All right, but I last I knew he was happily married to a beautiful blonde lady and blah 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 blah. So it worked out for him as well. Okay, so it just sounds like he's coming into town, and I thought it was kind of funny. Like, are you a lucky lady in the city of light, or just another lost angel? It kind of sounds like he's rolling into town. He's on the lookout for one of the LA women, and he meets one, but then he's telling her like, don't. I see your hair is burning. Hills are filled with fire. If they say I never loved you, know that they're a liar. I think it's just kind of like one of these flash in the pan type things that they have when he came into town. But he's telling her, you know, like, but I loved you.
Well,
but that's kind of what people say, I think.
Like a phase in and out between speaking of a girl or women in general in LA versus LA being personified herself as a woman.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I see your hair is burning. Hills are filled with fire. So, from his perspective on the ground floor, when LA's hills, you know, those fires in California that happen all the time, when the hills are on fire, that means her hair is on fire, basically. See what I'm saying?
Oh.
So, LA is the...
Hey, that's good.
But
yeah.
I also think you could still...
Be an individual woman.
Yeah, I think, well, a prototypical California type. He's just a very, very gifted writer, and you have to really concentrate on what he's saying to really get how much of a poet this guy is. For example, he says, "Are you a lucky little lady in the city of light, or just another lost angel?" Mm-hmm. Well, what does LA stand for?
Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
Lost Angel. Oh.
Lost Angel, Los Angeles. Because it's Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why it gets nicknamed the City of Angels.
Really? I
Because
never really pieced that together.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles.
Oh.
Angel.
Vin used to do this all the time where you give me like the breakdown of a word. I loved that.
Oh.
I forgot you used to do that.
So, you know, Los Angeles,
Yeah.
Lost Angel.
Yeah.
And then City of Night. So it's usually called City of Angels. But here... He talks about a city of lost angels in the night, that, you know, the dark side of LA basically is that you can turn angels into, you know, lost angels that get subsumed by darkness basically.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I think, like, yeah, it's definite. To me, it's probably primarily about how much he loves LA as a whole, the city.
Yep.
But I also think it's probably also, you know...
Yeah.
His experience with LA women to a degree, and what that city does to people. Mm-hmm. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like that.
Really, really a brilliant writer, this guy.
Yeah, and they're very smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, that's
very enjoyable to listen to.
Doors. Doesn't that sound smooth? The Doors. It just sounds smooth, man.
I mean, I disagree with you. For me, it's like the Windows. You know, it's just weird. It's weird to me. I think it's an odd name. Although, when you said, like, you know, the Doors, it could be like you have multiple doors situation. You know how I feel about stuff like that. I could see that. That has an interesting ring to it. Before I married Vin, I used to, for years, like... as far back as I can remember. I remember being 13 or 12, somewhere around in that range, 12 or 13, and having these dreams that never stopped for until I got with you, where I'd be in a room and it had like a bunch of doors, like 6 to 8 doors, and I'm trying to get out of the building, so I open up one door, but once you open a door, you're forced to go through it, and now I'm in a smaller room with doors again, and each time I keep picking the wrong door, and I keep trying to escape, but all I keep doing is getting deeper and deeper into this spot until, I don't know, something horrible happens. Usually I get stuck in a room, somebody's being murdered, all kinds of stuff takes place, of horrible, horrible dreams. But then once we got married, that didn't happen anymore.
There you go. So, ladies, if you're having bad dreams,
get yourself a black man.
Get yourself a black man.
No, get your own black man. Okay, so for me, this one was very enjoyable. I'm going to go with a 9.65.
This is very interesting because this band, Solomon Kane, this is his favorite band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Boy,
Yeah.
am I surprised.
Right. Solomon Kane is like this death metal, black metal, crazy dude. But this is his favorite band. So, do what you will with it.
You know what he reminds me of? Did you guys ever see, like, I think it was Grizzly Adams? Was it Grizzly Adams? Anyway, he's just this big brawly guy, but he's like very into metal. That's who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, very nice person. But at the same time, I don't think you should cross him either.
I'd give this song a 8.7.
8 points.
8.7 for me. There you are, dear listener.
Soft
The Doors.
Parade is up next.
What's it called?
Soft Parade by
Soft
The Doors.
Parade by The Doors is up next. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.